Hi everyone, you're welcome to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to make a simple Bubu dress with slit at the side. So I'll be using this Duchess material. You can see is on the fold, and please, this material is soft. Okay, so just work with me. I just need something sharp, something to make very fast for service on Sunday. So now I'll be using the widest part of my body, which is the hip, and it's 40 inches divided by 410. So I added about 3 extra inches to the 10. So it will also guide me in folding the clothes in order not to waste it. And also for the neckline, I measure my shoulder measurements and also the desired length for sleeve. I just want something short. Okay, so putting this measurement in mind, it will guide in folding the clothes properly. So I'll be creating this border line as the shoulder measurement. Then I'll measure my bust point, measure the bust point, that 10.5 or 11 inches, whatever yours is. Okay, then I'll measure the desired length of the gown. So measure the length and make sure you have whatever you're looking for and add any allowance. Then for the neck width, you measure it. I measure 3 initially. So I now added half, which is 3.5 inches. I measure my shoulder, which is 7. Then added my sleeve length to it. So I'll be using a sleeve length of about 6 inches. Then I use the remaining part for hemming, for the folding. Then on the bust point, okay, so whatever I have on that shoulder, then on the bust point, I went up by about 2 inches. This is for your sleeve round. So I went up about 2 inches from my actual bust point. So it depends on how wide you want the sleeve to be. So altogether on fold now, the sleeve round is 9. That will be 18 inches altogether. So that's what I just measured now. Okay. So now we'll go back to the bust point and measure a quarter of the widest part, which is 10. Okay. 10 inches. Then I added few inches to it. Let's see, I added 3 extra inches to the 10 inches. Okay, so you can add 2. You know there's no zipper, but you can add 2. 2 is still fine, or even more than 3. Then look at the way I connected the bust points to the sleeve. Just do a small curve there. So whatever I have on these bust points, that's what I'm going to measure all through to the hem line, which is 13 inches. You measure it to the gown length, to the full gown length. And that's what I'm doing, like so. Okay. So now for the neck depth, so just watch carefully. I marked 5 inches first, and if you note the picture, I extended another 4 inches down part. There's an opening at the center front. Okay, so that's the need for the extra. Okay, so now for the neck depth, I reduce it to 4.5 inches. So the neck width is 3.5, neck depth 4.5. Then I remark the 4 inches for the opening at the center front. Okay, so for the shoulder, I did not create shoulder slope because this is a very light material, so it will definitely fall on the shoulder. It's not like African print that will stand or any other strong fabric. So this one will fall on the body. Okay, so that's why I didn't reduce any shoulder slope. So now I'm going to measure my, okay, I located my waistline, so that's for the insertion of the belt. Okay, so now I'll go on and cut the back. So I'm folding another piece. Then I place the already cut out front piece on it in order to cut out the back. So only have few changes, which is the neckline, and every other thing is the same. Okay, so for the neck now, the neck width, is the same. So for the neck depth, I only measure 2 inches for the back. The neck width is still the same 3.5 inches, but the neck depth is 2 inches. You can make it 1.5 inch or even deeper, depends on what you want. So I'll cut it out carefully. So I cut the two out on 2 inches. Now I pick the front one and cut it out on the 4.5 inches. Please be careful not to cut both front and back. Okay, so that is it. So now I'll only notch the center front. Okay, but we'll still be cutting it out later. We'll still cut that center front open later. So now I'll be measuring my gown knee length from the shoulder to my knee length. Okay, so this knee length now will guide me in locating where I want the opening at the side to stop. If you want it up to the knee or 3/4 or anyhow. Okay, so I now want some inches below my knee length for the opening. I don't want it to be too open because already the clothes is free. So I just went in about 6 or 7 inches below the knee length and notch that part. So the next thing now is to go on and cut facing for the neckline. So I pick up my leftover fabric. So place it on fold. So watch carefully how I'm cutting the facing. Make sure you fold your clothes properly to avoid wastage. So you can see the center front is on fold just like the main clothes. So I'm tracing out the neck because the neck has to be the same. Then I'll measure how wide I want it to be. So now I just measure my shoulder length now divided by 2. So that's what I measure so that at least it will stop at the shoulder area. Then putting in mind the opening at the center front, then I went down by some inches. So I think altogether it stopped at like ½ inch above the bust point. Okay, then I'll just use my free hand to trace it out this way. But anyhow you cut it, just make sure your neckline is the same, the facing neckline and also on the main fashion fabric. So before you attach it to the dress, you can go on and do overlocking with the edges so that it will make the work appear neat. But since I'm rushing this work because I want to finish it up that same day, so I could not go ahead to weave, and moreover it's my dress, so we can do that later. So I measured the 4 inches for the um opening. See the way I just cut it open. Just slash it open. You can see I did not remove anything from the fabric. Just cut it open. So I've cut the facing open. So now I'll go ahead and slash the main fabric also. Just slash it at the center front. So this is it. By the time you now stitch it together with the facing, already half each is gone from the center. So that's what we result to that opening. So that's why I don't remove anything. So now, and in order for that opening at the neckline to stand firm, I prefer to add interfacing to it. So this is, I think, gum stay. You can use any one of your choice, but I just need a structure there so that opening, so that the lip of the opening will not be falling apart or going sideways. So by the time you iron and interfacing over it, it will be firm, it will stay where you want it to be. We call this thing stay. So that's important. And that is the way I do mine, and it works. So I use the same facing to cut it out, but I'll be ironing it on the main fashion fabric. So that is it. And we'll go ahead and cut facing for the back also. So you also fold it likewise. And place it. So for this back now, I won't be attaching the interfacing. Okay, and remember the way I said that is because of that opening at the center front, so that the lip can stand firm. So I'll also stop at the shoulder area, then go down by some inches. This one for the back does not really need to come down to the bust area. No, just cut something as simple as this. So also go ahead and do the overlocking before attaching it to the dress to give you a clean finishing. For example, if you are using it for a commercial purpose or ready to wear, please overlock it. So this is it. We'll go on and iron. Okay, so this is it. I've ironed the interfacing, you can see, and I've joined the facing to the dress. You can see the way it's looking. If you don't want your own interfacing to be as wide as this, you can as well reduce it. I just cut it out. Then I inserted the belt. So this is what the dress is. Please, I have not ironed, and that is the opening by the side. So we'll be using Emmy gum. Even that side, we need to do the overlocking. See the way I do back stitch there, so that the opening will not lose out easily. Okay, so turn it over to the wrong side and secure the facing properly. So I'll be using Emmy gum to attach the facing to the fabric properly. So I just cut it out and place it in between. You see, make sure the iron is hot. Then be careful. If the cloth is not well arranged, it will give you some kind of rough impact. Okay, so the back also, especially this back, make sure you arrange it properly. And once the iron has melted the Emmy gum, it might be difficult to pull it, to rearrange it again. You can see even mine almost went bad, so I had to be careful. So the down part also, you can see I'm still cutting out thread because I've not cleaned up and I've not done any overlocking. So you use the Emmy gum also to secure that part. You can see how everything is lying smoothly. So this is it. This is the main dress. So the next thing is just to go ahead and give it the proper ironing. Okay, so this is the dress. I hope you find it helpful. Please, if you do, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.